Okay, we are live. Hi, ladies. How are we all doing? Today, we will be diving into a question that everyone is keeping asking me because we are on our fitness journey and we are tracking the foods and we want to keep our results of forever, right? We don't want to always start every single Monday or after every single holidays. So basically, the topic that we're gonna be talking about is how to stay with your nutrition long term without feeling terrible or without starting all over again. That's why I brought Zuzi. She's a fitness coach. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
So, hi again. My name is Suzy. I'm a physiotherapist and fitness coach. And yeah, it's been a long time since I'm on my fitness journey, so I think I have some valuable tips for you. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because I am on my fitness journey for the past 5 years. I started actually 10 years ago. And over the 5 years, I am really consistent. So, do you remember like when did you start or how long have you been on your fitness journey?
It was actually, I think it's about 5 years as well. Like, I mean, I've
Oh,
always been like training hard, but other sports than fitness. And then in my like 5 years ago, actually, I started a fitness journey. So same as you.
yeah, amazing. And this is kind of shows that fitness journey is not a quick fix. It is not a sprint. It's for long term because once you're gonna get into it, once you're gonna start changing your body, 6 months is not actually enough. 7 months is not enough. 4 weeks is not enough. It takes actually years to build the muscles to, boost your metabolism to actually stay with your goals for long term. So yeah, let's be real. Like we are not always gonna be eating healthy. We are not always gonna be eating clean. We will not be always tracking the foods, and this is exactly the biggest, how do I say it, like everyone thinks like you need to be tracking every single day for the rest of your life, which is not true. Okay, so Zuzi, do you want to share maybe what is actually helping you on those 5 years, because you are shredded, you have amazing muscles as well, you know what you are doing. So do you want to share more about like what are you actually doing?
Yeah, of course, I'd be glad to. So, the main point for me was realizing that consistency is the key, not the perfection. So, when I started my fitness journey, I thought that I would have to do everything 100%, hit that protein goal every single day, every day had to be perfect. But for me, the key was realizing it doesn't have to be. And that was when I started following the 80-20 rule. What
Mhm.
that means is that you actually want to have that 80% of your meals super healthy, super nutrition, proteins, fiber, and everything. And that 20% can be something you really enjoy. It can be chocolate, it can even be candy, it can be whatever you like. You just have to balance it somehow and find a balance. That's what is the most important thing, I would say. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like I follow the same rule, because that's something that you can stick to for long term, especially when you are traveling, when you have holidays, when you are visiting your family, when you are going with your friends over the weekend. Obviously, we need to follow the 80-20 if you want to keep your results of forever. But once you're gonna get to the goal, then you can switch to this, not tracking every single day, just following the 80-20, because now we understand the food. Because Lucy and me, we track the foods like very consistently, or at least me, I've tracked my calories and macros every single day for 3 years consistently. Have you tracked your calories as well, like every single day?
Yeah, actually, yes, I'm 3 years as well. And that
Okay.
gives you the overview. That gives you the overview on the calories on the macro. And then you know, hey, this is rice. I know how many carbs is in
Yeah.
there. And then you doesn't have to strictly, track everything every day because I know
Yeah.
it can get like boring.
Yeah, definitely. Because this is actually how we learned about nutrition. And this is something that I want you to learn about the foods as well, and to kind of understand if you are fueling your body properly with those macronutrients. Because it's not about being super restrictive or just say you cannot eat all of those things. It's more about the awareness, like, am I eating enough protein? Am I building enough muscles? Do I have energy? Why I'm not having energy? And with knowing exactly how much you are eating, you will also understand your body and why you are lifting suddenly heavier, why you cannot sleep, why your period sucks right now. And it's just because you are probably missing some of the macronutrients, or you are having over, and so on. So basically, for a good 3 years, it's actually recommended to track your food. Obviously, not every day will be perfect, because we are not here to be perfect. I went over calories. I had 6 margaritas. I got pissed, like I was sick as well. I've been on the same journey as you, but the only thing is I always got back on track. Okay. So my first rule that I'm still sticking to, even though I don't really track on a daily basis anymore, I eat protein at every single meal, like non-negotiable. If it doesn't have a protein, I will probably not eat it as much. Okay. So yeah, because we are not eating the protein because it's sexy or it's just protein, and every single person is telling you on the Instagram or ChatGPT to eat the protein, but it actually helps you to stop craving the sweet and salty things once you're gonna get back home. It will keep you full as well. It will help you to boost up your metabolism, which means that you will feel full for longer. It will also get you that toned look because you are building the muscles. So basically, protein is super important for your body, right?
Yeah, exactly. And people often call me like annoying because when every time when I'm in the restaurant, I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna have this risotto. Oh no, there's no like chicken or protein in it. Maybe I should switch. And they're like, oh, you're so like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, well, protein is the main goal, and
Yeah.
then you can have whatever. So often I order that risotto, for example, without any meat in it, and aside I order chicken or like the chicken breast to put on top of it. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's the number one habit for me as well, totally.
I love that. And if someone will call you weird, then whatever they say, like fuck them, like sorry to say that, but it's your body, it's your goals. And again, the protein is super important for your body to function really well. And they don't understand the food, but now you understand it, that it's super important. It's the same like if a doctor will give you a pill and then your friend will tell you, don't eat it, like you are better without the pill. Well, you will still eat the pill, right? So it's the same for your body internally, for your muscles, for everything. So I do the same thing. Like when I'm traveling, when I see my family, if it doesn't have a protein, I order the same things. Or maybe a pizza, like margarita pizza. I will not order it, but I will ask if I can get maybe extra ham or extra Parma ham or extra chicken on the pizza. The same like chicken extra on the side, or yeah, these kind of like swaps. Or for example, if I have a cake at home from my family or something and I know it's like pure sugar, I will still have it with my coffee, but I will also have maybe 200 grams of Greek yogurt. So I am pairing the cake, so I still have some protein. So yeah, that's
Exactly. Exactly. That what leads me actually to be prepared. Even if you want to, have some non-protein food, for me, the thing that I always have in my purse is just the free sample of protein. You can mix it everywhere. And yeah, people call me obsessed, but I'm here for me, and this is my priority. And okay, I'm gonna have that thing, but I'm gonna have protein later to balance the things
yeah.
out.
I actually have in my handbag always a protein bar, like non negotiable. In literally every single handbag, I have some protein bar. And that's when I'm going out, when I'm having coffee, when I'm hanging out with friends, and I have some sweet cravings, instead of like every single time eating chocolate cake or whatever, I have my protein cake. But obviously, it's again, just be prepared. So, for example, if you know that you are hitting your protein and you are allowing some calories extra for something that you are eating outside, then it's totally perfect. That's the 20% rule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay. What next? Any kind of different tips? I have actually one more tip.
Okay, you can start.
So, yeah, I always make my plates colorful because I want to increase my fiber, which will help me with the digestion. So, again, if you are traveling, if you are visiting your friends, or I don't know, if you are hosting a party, make something with veggies, because if it doesn't have at least like three colors on your plate, your eyes will get bored of the food really quickly, and then you will still be craving something different. You might feel a little bit more bloated. Again, you might not have a lot of energy. So just to keep the volume high, so you are feeling full for longer, you are keeping your body happy, and especially your gut health happy, you need to add something colorful. So this is my habit that I do already as well. And if it doesn't have three colors, I am always so skeptical. I'm like, oh my god, something is missing on the plate. You know, like when you are, for example, or my family, they love svíčková, they love goulash and all those things. I remember when I went to my granny and then I put like cucumbers next to my svíčková. She was so pissed. She was so pissed. She honestly couldn't talk to me for like 2 days, but I was happy. I was like, the svíčková tastes really good, but I afterwards I still needed some veggie. I don't know. It's just a habit that my body got used to it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not about colors, although colors are super important and it has to please your eyes, you know. For me, it's that crunch and that freshness that I'm craving in every meal. You know, even if I have chicken and rice, I love chicken and rice. I always have to have exactly cucumber, bell pepper, something that you know is fresh and that has that crunch and that adds like that special dimension for me, and that makes my food more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's a good point actually. Do you have any
Yeah.
another tip that you are sticking to?
Maybe the last tip is I'm trying to have a glass of water with every single meal because I think that hydration is also the key. And whenever people tell me like, oh, hey, I eat a lot, you know, what you feel like hunger or cravings doesn't always have to be connected with food. It can be also connected with water, and you are not having enough of liquids. So I'm trying to have a glass of water with every single meal, even not with the meal, you know, just try to be hydrated, try to stay
Mhm.
hydrated and drink a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that because I do the same. I usually drink 2 bottles of water, yeah, a day. So a lot of water, especially if you are drinking coffee, it's really good to hydrate yourself. And again, because if you are not hydrating yourself, you will feel more tired. You will have really bad sleep, which will affect the cravings the next day. And then you will go back into the spiral. And my last tip is we are not failing, okay? Because I used to feel guilty or I used to feel ashamed when I didn't track my calories or when I went over. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. And then I was just like going all out basically the whole day. Well, if you know that you are eating of something more, like for example, you had a party and then you had, I don't know, like me, 6 margaritas because I fucking love margaritas. So sometimes, like once in a while, I'm gonna have those margaritas, just like to enjoy my life. But then the next day, I am getting extra steps. I am still having a lot of protein. I am still having some complex carbs, some fruits, some veggies. So I am not waiting, for the whole week to start over, but I keep tracking the calories right away the next day because we always start the next day fresh. Like you wake up and then it's a new day, so you can always be better the new day. And then if you feel like you overate on the lunch, then don't say fuck it, I'm gonna overate on the dinner or something like that. Just track whatever you are eating right now because you are in your beginner journeys. So still track everything that you are eating. Again, this will just give you the awareness, and then just play with the dinner later on, or maybe just play with the calories early in the morning and stuff like that. So basically, you are just more prepared and you are more aware of what you are actually eating, and that will help you to stay consistent long term. Yeah, I
Exactly.
hope.
Awareness, and yeah, don't punish yourself. It's the same if you have a water, like glass of water, and you spill a little bit, you don't spill the whole glass of water. So why do people keep doing that with food, you know? So that's basically the same principle. So yeah,
Yeah.
what I tend to do a lot while I was younger, I punished myself. I punished myself hard. Every time I had that chocolate, I would do, okay, one chocolate equals 1 hour of cardio. And I would go on the treadmill and run for 1 hour So yeah, don't do that. Don't take an example. Again, what Wendy said, the tracking is super important. And you can have that chocolate, just have that Greek yogurt with that, or make it more nutritious for you, and you don't have to punish yourself like me. Don't be like me.
Yeah, we've done all the mistakes for you ladies, okay? So we are just giving you all the value to not do our mistakes that we've done, and then we wasted so much energy, we wasted so much time as well. And I would just say the results come from what you do 80% of your time, not just one dinner out, not just a couple drinks out, on Saturday night once in a while, or not, I don't know, at the conference or at the wedding and stuff like that. It's the 80% of the whole time. So if 80% you are eating out, you are not tracking, then obviously you might not see amazing results. But if 80% of the time you are sticking to the plan, you are doing the workouts, you are getting your steps in, you are eating the 80-20% as well, then those 20% of your whole time can be, for fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then sum it up. We started
Yeah.
with 80-20. Now we're ending with 80-20. That's amazing.
Exactly. So I hope this was valuable, ladies. And if you have any questions, then let us know, and we will be happy to provide you more feedback or more guidance as well. Okay. We're gonna see you soon. Bye.